Okay, this is quite a way to start a morning. Ghost of Tsushima Legends just got announced, and this was like one of them random ass things, and this is why I love PlayStation so much. They like the shadow drop information that's like, holy shit, what? You know what I'm saying? Kind of, it's like they just do some shit like this where they say Ghost of Tsushima Legends is going to be free for anybody who got Ghost of Tsushima. See you this fall. Like, and I'm talking about they just go silent, and it's just they just be random with the information drops, and I love it. Okay, so according to the PlayStation blog, which if you want to read it, it will be in the description. Legends is an entirely new experience, separate mode that doesn't follow Jin or the companions from his journey, but instead focuses on 4 warriors who have been built up as legends in stories told by the people of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima single player campaign focuses on an open world and exploring, well, we know that. Legends is haunting and fantastical with locations and enemies inspired by Japanese folk tales and mythology, and an emphasis on cooperative combat and action. We designed Legends to be an exclusively cooperative gameplay experience. You'll be able to partner up with friends or via online matchmaking and play Legends in a group of 2 to 4 players. Each player can choose from 1 of 4 different character classes: the samurai, hunter, ronin, or assassin. Each class has unique advantages and abilities that will reveal later in the future. With 2 players in Ghost of Tsushima Legends, you'll be able to play a sense of co-op story missions that escalate in difficulty, building on the foundation of combat from the single player campaign, but with new magical twists that often require careful synchronization with your partner. With 4 players, you'll be able to take on wave-based survival missions, fighting groups of the toughest enemies Tsushima has to offer, including new Oni enemies with supernatural abilities. If you can best the story and survival missions, you may be confident enough to take on the 4-player raid that will arrive shortly after the Ghost of Tsushima Legends, sending you and your partners to an entirely new realm to challenge a brutal, terrifying enemy. It's been so rewarding to see. Okay, that's it. Now, I would imagine, like they say, it's gonna be revolved around Japanese folklore, if I'm not mistaken. So pretty much anything from, I guess, dragons to fucking legendary terrifying warriors, I guess you'll be fighting in a raid. But this is something that's kind of cool, and something, like I said in the beginning, entirely unexpected, because no one woke up this morning thinking, oh, they're gonna be dropping, so they're gonna be adding some multiplayer to Ghost of Tsushima. Like, if somebody had told me less than 5 minutes ago, or I don't know, an hour ago, that they're gonna have a multiplayer mode or a multiplayer DLC for Ghost of Tsushima, I would have said, what? Like, nah. I would have had to see it to believe it. But this makes me open to at least trying it. I'm not sure what Sucker Punch's history is with multiplayer. If this is their first crack at it, I hope it's a blast. Can't wait to try this out. And I know there's going to be some people out there that says this did not need to happen. This did not need multiplayer. Listen, it's not going to hurt a game to have a multiplayer option. It's not going to be a detriment to it. It's not going to make a game any worse, nor is it going to make any game better. Like, if a game is trash, if it's a single player game that's trash, having multiplayer couldn't possibly make it any better than what it is. Any single player game that's fantastic, absolutely astounding, hell, masterpiece even, it would not be the end of the world if it had multiplayer. It wouldn't be a detriment to the single player. It wouldn't be necessarily resources cut from the single player to the multiplayer. That's 2 different teams that work on multiplayer and single player. Now, I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to try it this fall. I would imagine, since they said we'll share more in the future, I wonder if they're going to do another state of play. It's been rumored that they're going to do another state of play this month, but it's still yet to be seen. But I kind of want to know, what would you guys go with in the co-op mode? Like me, I don't know. Like I could lean more towards the assassin, and I'm definitely going to give this a try because I absolutely love the gameplay. The gameplay loop in in Ghost of Tsushima never got old, it never got boring, it never got tiring, and I loved everything about it. So I can't wait to see, you know, how this is going to be executed. Now, in survival mode, it could just be like an option, like, you know, just a horde mode type of thing, you know. And you know, you may not want to do a horde mode, you know, whatever. But you know, the story, I want to see what the stories revolved around this is, and it kind of could be some. This could just be one of the things that kind of goes into what Sucker Punch would do. Because if I remember correctly, they did have Infamous First Light released after Infamous Second Son. Now granted, I think that came out maybe a year later after Second Son came out. I'm not sure exactly, but that was a complete standalone game. Now I'm pretty sure for people who didn't own the game, it may just be bundled with the game, and you just play the game, boom, just download the free DLC after you buy it. That's something I would imagine. As to when, now this could just be one of the things that it could tie into Sony themselves stating that we still have a lot to offer for the PlayStation community. So this could just be one extra things that, oh, here's something for the PlayStation community. So they're not going to be, I ain't gonna say left behind, but they'll have something to do, like if they're not going to buy a PS5 right away. But yeah, I want to know what people's thoughts about this is, and I'm not gonna say necessarily I'm back. I just been, you know, been taking a bit of a breather. But with uploads, ain't really been shit for me to talk about. But I do appreciate all the new subscribers I've been getting. I appreciate everybody who's been hitting the like button, sharing this out, leaving a comment. It really means a lot, and let's continue growing.